All right, so we're going to get started now with Excel 106 in the book. I already have opened file EX5-1, so you guys that are working with me, that's what file I'm already on, which is essentially the sales one with the New York, LA, and US summary tab. So moving on, so I have the file open, that's step one. Step two, on the sales rep sheet, so double check you're on the right sheet, click in cell B4 and type Troy Silva. So, Troy Silva. Then it says press tab, and tab in Excel always makes us go to the right. So we don't have to reach out and click out every time we hit a cell. And from here I'm going to type New York. Then tab again and type 5 in D4. Then it says to hit the check mark up here to verify. You can also just hit the enter button. And with D4 selected, in step 3, click the data tab and do flash fill in the data tools group. So I come over here, data tab, flash fill, and it calculates the rest of the cell because it recognizes how I set up the last one. Now in step 4, click in cell B4, flash fill, C4. Let me double check. We're repeating the flash fill. I'm just kind of jumping ahead here. And just like that, it brings all these cells out. So you might find this, some of you guys might be working where you're grabbing data someday, and this brings all the data out and sets it all up for you when it's compiled into one cell and separates it into separate cells because Excel can recognize the data set. We did have a couple people make a mistake, so a good point here is the people that had problem with this flash fill tried going and filling out columns E, F, and G before they did the whole fill, and it goofed the flash fill all up. So just make sure you're not rushing ahead and skipping steps. So now I'm going to go to E4. I'm going to come up to Formulas tab, and I'm going to go to Text. And sorry about that, I am on step 5. And I'm going to go to Text and look up Proper. And then it says I want to click in B4. So again, if this box pops up in your way, just drag it out of the way. I'm going to select B4. And what Proper means is essentially going to capitalize everything. So I select OK. And now you should see Troy Silva capitalized. Let's see. I'm going to come to E4, drag to F4, and you should see it capitalized New York. Then I'm going to capitalize this whole range. So now that both these are selected, the fill handle will work across 2 columns as needed. Then I drag that down. I'm going to click in G4, and I'm in step 7. Click the text button and select Concatenate. So I'm going to Text. And in Text 1 box, I'm going to click D4. And then I'm going to click in Text 2 box, type spacebar, and then years. So spacebar in years. And what this lets us do is it grabs multiple sets of data, like these numbers, and add an ending to it. So instead of typing 5 years, 3 years, all that in the cells, it's automatically doing that. So I can select OK, and so you should see it say 5 years of service. Then I'm going to drag this down. And then finally in step 8, it has you go to your footer and put your name in it. And then we can save. And we're saving this file as sales. And so I have the first part of Excel module 5 done. This is page 106.